Hello, welcome to Podcast versus Players. Can you believe it? The game show in which me, Cal, gives Dan 3 stories to a true. One is false. Dan has to decipher which one is false. He's not doing very well. He's lost the last few.
Yeah.
But this is kind of not a second season because we haven't done anywhere near enough episodes. But we haven't done any for ages, so this is a return.
A return to
the season.
A reboot.
Yeah, a reboot. This is the reboot of Can You Believe It?
The HD remaster.
4K. It's not. Don't watch it in 4K.
No.
We're not uploading it in 4K. Anyway, are you feeling optimistic?
No.
For what we like to hear. Here's your first story.
Okay, play it on me.
You ready? Giant inflatable dog poop is stolen in Spain. Faced with mounting dog do problems, the Spanish city of Torendos took inspiration and action. They installed a 9-foot tall inflatable poop in the town square in order to encourage residents to clean up their pup's smaller versions. But the plan worked too well. Somebody went overboard and rid the square of the giant poop. As El País reports, Torendos filed a theft report this week stating that someone had stolen the sculpture while it was deflated and back in its case. Replacing it will cost the city $24,000.
We spent 24 grand on a blow up poo.
Yeah. The movement's organisers were undeterred, and some even seemed encouraged that the message had taken hold. Quote, Despite the disappearance, we will restart the campaign next week once the company that designed the inflatable provides a new one, town authorities told the local. In the meantime, people will have to find another place to take selfies. So there you go, Dan. Somebody's been stealing fake dog poo.
But if it's in the middle of the town square or something like that, in a city centre, people aren't going to be walking their dogs there. They're going to be walking their dogs in parks and stuff. That's where you want to put big poops. Say, pick up
it's
these things.
Just to encourage people, no matter where you are with your dog, pick up your poo.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be a case of we need to remind people to pick up the dog poo. But no, if you've got a dog, you know that that's your job. If you have to take them out into public to poop, because like I used to and like you do, your dogs poop whilst they're at home, basically, in the garden or wherever. So, but you know that if you go out, you've got to have carrier bags with you, just in case they go, actually, I'm just going to have a cheeky one while I'm here.
Well, I have 2 dogs,
yeah,
as you know, Jasper and Roscoe. Jasper, he'll poo in the garden, he'll poo while we're on a walk. Should we clean it up? Roscoe won't poo on his walks, he'll only poo in the garden.
Yeah.
So Roscoe's not an issue and he's only a little dog, but Jasper poos like a fucking horse. But we still pick it up because there's nothing more annoying than somebody else's dog poo.
Yeah. And I think that, it should be allowed, if you see someone with a dog who poops and then they don't pick it up, to pick that poo up and fling it at them. I'm sorry, that's your responsibility. You're taking it with you, whether you've got it in a carrier bag or in the back of your hair. I don't really care.
Just carry a dog poo bag with you, even if you haven't got a dog, just in case.
Yeah.
So you can then go and put it in the pocket or something.
Yeah, just
not the bin.
Catapult, and just slap it on the back of their head.
Nice.
Okay, blow up dog poos to try and discourage people from leaving dog poos gets picked up. Okay, next.
Yeah. Weasel apparently shuts down the world's most powerful particle collider.
Who?
A weasel.
For fuck's sake.
The Large Hadron Collider, a 17-mile superconducting machine designed to smash protons together at close to the speed of light, went offline overnight. Engineers investigating the mishap found the charred remains of a furry creature near a gnawed-through power cable. Quote, "We had electrical problems and we were pretty sure this was caused by a small animal," says Arnold Mosner, head of press with CERN.
Yep.
The organisation that runs the 7 billion particle collider in Switzerland. Although they had not conducted a thorough analysis of the remains, Masalias says they believe the creature was a weasel, probably. Update. Just in, it was. That made that last bit.
Right, okay.
The shutdown comes as the LHC was preparing to collect new data on the Higgs boson, a fundamental particle it discovered in 2012. The Higgs is believed to endow other particles with mass and is considered to be a cornerstone of the modern theory of particle physics. This is not the first time this kind of thing has happened, where raccoons just decided to conduct a coordinated attack on a different particle accelerator in Illinois.
Yeah, see, I've heard of this, which probably weakens your case a little bit. But I am aware that I certainly knew about the one in America. I didn't know about one in the CERN one in Geneva, I think it is, or Switzerland. Well, I think yeah. But I thought I heard something about a squirrel being the thing that shut it down. It just got into the room or something like that. But these things are
Turn it off.
They're hundreds of meters below the ground. They're not like in a park somewhere. People living on it.
Maybe it's underneath a giant inflatable dog.
Or just under the roots of the biggest squirrel tree in Switzerland. Okay, I mean that does ring a bell, and I know that it has happened before. I don't know about the Switzerland one, but I've got a feeling that in the back of my mind, I know that I've heard that somewhere. But I don't think it was a weasel. I think it was a squirrel.
Well, it's unclear whether the animals are trying to stop humanity from unlocking the secrets of the universe.
It's probably God. I think
might have been God.
God used his magic, Dr. Dolittle powers, and just said,
"Shit, they're getting onto us. They're getting onto us.
You better get in there and shut that thing down, quick sharp." All right, what's the last one?
Right, your third and final story, Dan. Man eats baby crocodile to survive the night. An unnamed man from Salt Lake City, Utah, was found unconscious and intoxicated in the Mono Swamp region of Bonneville's Salt Flats, along with a half-consumed baby crocodile. The man, who hasn't been named, was taken to the Intermountain Medical Center, where he received medical attention, but when he came around, doctors were not prepared for what he would tell them. Quote, "I thought I was going to die," he opened up to them. "I managed to find a baby crocodile that was already dead, so I decided, after not eating for an entire day, that I would eat him," he told Chief Medical Officer Dennis Garth. After the numerous tests the hospital had carried out, the man was indeed dehydrated, but he had eaten at least up to 12 hours prior to consuming part of the crocodile, and his levels of drugs and alcohol must have sent him into a bizarre state of mind, as even if he was lost, he was only 3 miles away from the nearest town. Animal Society PETA have voiced their concerns over the fate of the baby crocodile, but have been assured that the little biter had died from natural causes and not at the hands of a drunken imbecile. Right,
so some guy just stumbles around, he goes, "Oh my god, I'm going to die, I need to eat a raw crocodile," I'm assuming, to survive.
Well, it doesn't say he cooked it, so...
Yeah, that's... I mean, I get sort of eating, I've been stuck in a swamp for a week, I've run out of water, I'm out of food, there's crocodiles, I'll have to start a fire, whack it on there, instant food, bingo. But just gnawing on the head of a crocodile as you stumble through the swamps, tripping over tree trunks, is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But it's also, people are idiots. So it's plausible. Okay, right. So do us a recap, and I'll have a think.
Right, your 3 stories, Dan. Right, bear in mind one of these is fake and false and a big stinking lie. Giant inflatable dog poop is stolen in Spain. Weasel apparently shuts down the world's most powerful particle collider, and a man eats a baby crocodile in order to survive the night.
Okay, I'm ruling out the Large Hadron Collider because I'm pretty sure I've heard of something like that before. But again, I don't know as to how a weasel would, or any kind of rodenty kind of thing, would get down to get into this thing. It's not like a fucking library or something. It's a fairly secure building. People don't just wander in there.
I often see a lot of weasels just walking around the library.
Well, they've got a big door though. It's not impossible for them to get
collider.
Yeah, I know, but it's got like bloody fingerprint scanners and stuff. I'm hoping.
They've got fingers.
Yeah, but it also has to be in the system. You can't go, this person's got a fingerprint in your cum, because then what's the fucking point? So I mean, I know that it is possible because they end up just getting in there. And plus, I'm not sure if weasels are kind of like burrowing animals, like rabbits, kind of running around on the ground. So it's possible that if it was something that was burrowing, or is capable of burrowing, ended up in there somehow and was just trying to get its way out and fried itself. So that's certainly possible, and like I say, I'm pretty sure I've heard of this before. But also, it getting there in the first place and actually getting to something with open wires that would shut down the entire thing seems like very, very bad luck. So it could be bullshit. The guy eating a crocodile, that sounds like the sort of stupid thing that someone would do. They go, I thought I was going to die. It's like, well, you've had so many different types of drugs and drink. It's not surprising you thought you were going to die. You were lucky that you didn't, to be honest. But the crocodile had nothing to do with it. But yeah, if you're in a swamp, a dead crocodile, you just think it was a good idea. Yeah, I'm willing to give that one a pass, I suppose. The inflatable dog poo, though, I think that's nonsense. I don't think that any county council, unless they've got everyone in the town or in the city is employed, there is no homelessness, there's no crime, there's no nothing. There are better things to be spending people's taxpayer money on than inflatable poos. Certainly twice. So, initial reaction, the poo's bullshit. Ha! I didn't even... Yeah.
Hey!
Dog shit, there you go. But, I've been caught out with this before.
With inflatable dog poos?
No, with... that's just like, why on earth would people do that? But people do that. So, I think it's between the Hadron Collider and the inflatable dog poo. Okay, now given the fact that I've got like the last three, or the 2 or 3 wrong, right? I'm going to say, and I'm perfectly willing to accept it if I'm wrong straight away, but is it between the inflatable dog poo and the Hadron Collider?
I can't tell you, Dan.
You've got to
I can't tell you. That's not the rules of the game.
There are no rules. There's nothing in.
There's one set of rules.
There's nothing in stone. You can...
1 is false, 2 are true. You have to guess which one's false.
No, because then this is like a 50-50 on Millionaire. Right? So
exactly.
So if it was a case of you go,
anything.
oh no, well the alligator thing was the false one, then I go, oh bollocks, okay, fair enough, I got it wrong.
Is that how you want to do it?
I'm just saying. I think it would be nice to give me a chance.
Or are you trying to wangle a unfair advantage?
I might be wangling. You don't know.
You're a big wangler.
I am a big wangler. they make jeans after me.
Oh dear.
It's Wrangler, I know. It is a play on words.
Yeah. Before anyone points.
Yeah, I was going to say. I just thought
jeans are.
People will go. It's Wrangler jeans. Actually, we know. Just a little joke.
You've been buying bootlegs, which are also a type of jean.
Oh, the jean puns.
Hey, the jean pool pun. Shut up.
Okay, I'm going to say that the crocodile thing seems. It doesn't seem like the kind of crazy thing that you would make up, but that could be a double ploy. I'm always double guessing myself at these fucking.
You're too paranoid.
I am. The government's watching me. I think it's between the collider and a weasel rodenty thing that's scrambled it up, and a bunch of idiots buying a big inflatable poo and then letting someone steal it. Where are they going to put that up though? And then they're just going to go into the garden and just say, "You never guess what I've got," and inflate it, and people go, "Oh, there it is." The thing that was
yeah.
the thing that was stolen, right? So the inflatable dog poo, right? Was it like a company that funded it, or was it like an inflatable warehouse or something? You know, the ones that made like the Tube Men. It was like a big promotion thing for them.
I'm guessing. It says. Despite the disappearance, we will restart the campaign next week once the company that designed the inflatable provides a new one. So I'm guessing they've paid somebody to make it.
Yeah, but where's the money come from?
No, council.
Well, you should know if this is a true story.
I'm not giving you any clues. Your detective vision won't work on me.
I need to be able to look you in the eye. That's what's getting me. If I could get into your mind, I'd trip you up eventually. Oh man, I really don't know, because all of them. I mean, the Hadron one. Like I said, I'm going to rule that out because I know I've heard of that. But what you did before was you took a story that was true and then you changed the animal and said that was a false story. Have you done that again? Because you can't do that. That's not fair.
I will say, because that makes it sound way more unfair.
It bloody wasn't fair.
I changed the story. It wasn't. I didn't just go. Well, I'm going to take. I can't remember what it was now. It was an armadillo or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you changed it to a spatula.
Yeah, but
the whole everything else was exactly the same.
No, it wasn't. It was different.
No, he shot an armadillo and it pinged and hit him in the head, and you changed it to he shot a spatula and it pinged and hit him in the head.
I can't remember.
That was.
I changed more than the inanimate
Did you
object.
fucking tits? Which is why I want to know
did.
that you haven't done this again. If you've thought of something, you've got to think of it all the way through. It's got to be a full.
If I have changed the animal, you get a point, even if you get it wrong.
Bollocks.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not giving you any clues whatsoever.
That's not a clue because they've all got animals in them. The first one's got dogs. The second one's got a weasel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I have literally just changed the animal, you get a point.
Well, unless he was the drunk guy who found a dead baby and ate that.
I can honestly say that's not what happened.
Oh, okay. Well, unless it was a big inflatable horse poo to try and encourage people to pick up after their horses. I'm panicking. I really don't know. Can I ask a friend?
Go on.
Can I call someone and just be like, 3 stories, right? I need you to figure out which.
Call Rick. Call Rick and see what Rick says.
No, because he's got more interesting and better things to be doing with his time than this nonsense.
Rick, you gotta help me. Dan, what's up?
I'm at work.
Right, which one's false? Giant inflatable dog poo.
Yeah, he just hang up on me. Oh man. Right, okay, I'm gonna make my guess, but what I will say is this, for the record. If
just make a guess.
No. If it's B, and it's the something crawled into a hadron collider and electrocuted itself, and it turns out it was a snake, or it was a squirrel, or something like that, you're a dickhead, and we're never doing this again. That's all I'm going to say, right? Fake story, inflatable dog poo getting stolen.
Right. So, Dan, you've made your choice.
Come on, Davina, don't do this.
This. I had to actually think what show that was. So, your big hurdle on this week's episode, Dan, was Weasel apparently shuts down world's most powerful particle collider.
Right.
You think it was a squirrel?
I know that a squirrel got involved with something ridiculously dangerous and mechanical and blew itself up.
Well done. It was a weasel.
It was a weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was true.
See, like I say, I knew I'd heard something about it, and weasel, squirrel, something furry and rodenty. I must have. But do weasels? Do they burrow? Is that how it got down there? Just
I'm sure they have little maybe not necessarily
like an air vent or something.
Like a burrowy thing, but I know they have little dens like badgers, but
yeah,
obviously on a smaller
well,
scale.
I thought the whole thing was surrounded by concrete or something.
I don't know, maybe we got some plants in there.
Oh, I don't know. Either way.
Either way, it's a true story.
He got in there. Yep. Okay.
Oh dear, Dan. Giant inflatable dog poop is true.
You're joking.
And man eats baby crocodile survived the night is a big fat fake story that I made up.
Is that based on another story?
It's not. That is just a genuine story I made up whilst I was waiting for you to come on. So you got it wrong again, and your little dirty tricks didn't work.
But that you could have got that straight away though, because I said is it A or B, and you could have gone no, and then I go I've lost.
Yeah, but I like it when you fester.
When Uncle Fester.
And you yeah.
Oh man, that's really annoyed me because that was the only one that was just well, that sounds like the sort of stupid thing a drunk person to do. They think it was a Twix or something and just go, delicious. And then they wake up and they're covered in half-eaten baby crocodiles. Just go, what the fuck happened?
That's the sort of thing you would do.
Right, so you're telling me then, this is what's more annoying with this fucking show, more than anything else, is when I guess the wrong thing, and then that thing is true. It's like some bullshit thing. So somewhere in Spain, they paid for a giant inflatable poo to be made. It got stolen, and they said, well, we'll get another one. Because clearly it works so well. Where is this place? I want to send their MP a letter and just be like, what the fuck? Are all your hospitals spick and span? Bullshit.
In my defence, Dan, after you initially got it wrong, well, not initially, because you got it wrong, but when you first got it wrong, I gave you the opportunity to rethink. Which you didn't use.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. Because I could have just gone, well, you're wrong. Because you decided it was between giant inflatable dog poop and the weasel shutting down the world's most powerful particle collider.
Yeah, and this would have been over a long time ago, and we could have all gone our separate ways.
Well, Dan lost again.
God damn it.
I believe that's like something like 1,000,001 to me.
Something like that. I was doing so well as well at the start of this. God damn it.
You did. I thought we were going to have to just stop doing it because you just kept getting it right.
Well, no, I think it's a testament to how well you've developed and you're coming up with better stories. So you're making one that's plausible,
I'm
one
making
that's
better
stupid,
lies.
and one that's just so inane. It's just like, well, yeah, people eat crocodiles all the time, I assume.
Do they?
Yeah, in places where there's crocodiles. Crocodile farms and stuff.
So, yeah.
For meat and that. You never see Waterboy?
Yeah, but I don't remember name things that don't apply to me.
Well, they ate crocodiles on that, so, or alligators, whatever.
Same difference.
Mm.
Right, that's it, Dan. You lost.
God damn it.
We'll do another one. And hopefully you will get better and less stupid.
Maybe.
Unlikely.
Probably not.
What are you going to do with this giant inflatable dog poop you've won?
I'm going to donate it to the people of Spain. Because. Oh, wait, no, did you steal it? Oh.
Right, say goodbye, cheeky bugger.
If you want to check out anything else that we've done.
No. Go on, do it.
If you want to check out anything else that you've done, you're probably watching this on YouTube, but you can go to www.podcastvsplayer.com or .co.uk. The YouTube is youtube.com/podcastvsplayer. Twitter is at podcastvplayer. Instagram is playervpodcast.
No,
Fuck.
It's just podcast versus player, the name of the channel
Tits.
and the brand in general.
Right, okay. And then you can drop us an email if you so wish, including suggestions for Can You Believe It, or any kind of crazy stories that you may have seen whilst perusing the internet, or maybe a crazy story that you've made up that just might get me.
Yeah,
Send it
but
to
don't let Dan see it.
playervpodcast@gmail.com. Put not for Dan in the title, so I won't read it.
Yeah. Although he probably will.
Probably, yeah.
Right.
Alright,
Let's go.
that'll do.
Let's go get rid of this dog poop.
See you in a bit.
Bye.